On our 6th anniversary, the hall sparkled with lights and laughter, yet my heart felt uneasy. My wife had been distant for weeks, secretive calls and hidden texts building a storm I refused to ignore. As we stood before friends and family, she smiled sweetly, but there was a glint of mockery in her eyes. Suddenly, she humiliated me publicly, mocking my gestures, my words, and every effort I'd made for our marriage. Gasps filled the room. My pride burned, yet beneath it, a cold, calculating resolve grew. I would not let her triumph. Retreating slightly, I noticed her phone left unattended, flashing a suspicious message. My instinct screamed that tonight's chaos held a key to the truth. Carefully, I slid closer, glimpsing names I didn't recognize, messages laced with lies and betrayal. My pulse quickened, not from fear, but from anticipation. I realized I had the evidence to turn the tables completely. Every secret she thought hidden would soon be exposed in the most public way possible. The audience had no idea what was about to unfold, so everyone focused on the celebratory cake. I moved with precision, slipping my hand into my pocket to grasp the envelope containing damning screenshots. Calmly, I waited for the perfect moment, her attention drawn, the crowd distracted. Each second stretched, the suspense almost unbearable. I was patient, knowing that a single misstep could ruin my plan. Tonight, I wouldn't yell or confront with anger. The truth itself would serve as my weapon, sharper than any scream, more devastating than any insult. When the candles flickered, I let the envelope fall gently onto the table, allowing its contents to spread before everyone. Screenshots of her secret messages, hidden meetings, and lies glared from the papers. Gasps filled the room, whispers spreading like wildfire. Her confidence vanished instantly, replaced by panic and disbelief. She tried to laugh, to deny, but the proof was undeniable. I could feel the room's collective tension rising as everyone processed the betrayal. The wife who humiliated me was now trapped in her own web. "Explain this," I asked calmly, voice carrying through the hall. Her lips quivered, she stammered, fumbling for excuses that didn't exist. Colleagues, friends, even family leaned closer, captivated by the unraveling drama. Each message, each screenshot, revealed a side of her I had long suspected but never confirmed. The power she held through mockery crumbled as her deception became public knowledge. I saw the panic in her eyes, the weight of exposure pressing down. Tonight, she would understand humiliation in a way she never imagined. I stepped closer, letting my silence build tension, every eye in the room watching. "You mocked me today, but it seems your life is full of lies," I said softly, venom in every word. More evidence revealed her betrayals. Receipts, photos, hidden rendezvous. The crowd's murmurs turned to shocked gasps. My revenge was precise, strategic, and utterly public. Each revelation dismantled her pride piece by piece, leaving her exposed and defenseless. I watched, calm and composed, as the woman who had humiliated me experienced the very despair she thought she could inflict. Tears streamed down her face, not from remorse, but sheer panic. She attempted feeble explanations, each failing under the weight of undeniable truth. I allowed the tension to build, letting everyone witness the unraveling of her carefully crafted facade. Every glance, every gasp, amplified the drama. The silence was louder than any shout, the humiliation deeper than any insult. Each revelation was a calculated strike, dismantling her in the eyes of our friends and family, leaving only the raw truth she could not escape. I leaned closer, letting my words reach only her ears. "You thought today was your stage, but the audience now knows your lies." Her body trembled, knees threatening to give way. Whispers spread through the crowd, disbelief and intrigue mixing with satisfaction. The woman who once ruled the room with mockery now faced the consequences of deceit. My revenge was not loud or explosive. It was precise, relentless, and unavoidable. She had underestimated patience, strategy, and timing, and tonight, she learned her lesson. The room watched in awe as I let the evidence speak, revealing the full extent of her betrayal. She tried to flee, but I calmly blocked her path, letting her face the fallout. Friends and family stared, some shocked, some gratified. Every secret, every lie, unfolded in a tense public spectacle. I spoke no more than necessary. The drama, the tension, and the revelations were enough. The humiliation she had planned for me had been reversed, leaving her powerless, exposed, and utterly broken. By the end of the night, she was trembling, sobbing, utterly defeated. I walked away calmly, leaving her in front of everyone, her deceit now public knowledge. Whispers of shock and awe followed me, the crowd witnessing a masterclass of silent, strategic revenge. She had mocked me, but in the end, patience, proof, and timing became my allies. The echoes of her own humiliation merged with the audience's fascination. Tonight, betrayal met its match, and the lesson was unforgettable. Not for me, but for the woman who thought she could play with pride and deceit.